What's up, guys? Maximo here. I just wanted to make a short video talking a little bit about Diablo 2 for the Nintendo Switch. Surprisingly, I don't have a lot of good things to say, and I love Diablo 2. And although my experience with Diablo 2 Resurrected for the Switch has been way less than average, it's been pretty bad actually, I still play the game because I love the game. The first thing I want to talk about obviously is the server issues. I mean, having a real hard time, like even right now I can't get connected to the server, and this is going on several times a day. I work really hard. I work 5-6 days a week, 12 hours a day sometimes. I don't exactly get the kind of time that I want to play Diablo 2, so when I finally do sit down to play Diablo 2, I can't even get logged onto the server. It's ridiculous. The lobby system is pretty terrible. Unlike on PC, back in the day, Diablo 2, it would just show all of the games that were active, how many players were in them, the name and significance of the game, and you can just join. You don't get that on the Switch. As a matter of fact, 85-90% of my playtime, I'm playing by myself. There's virtually no PvP. I haven't PvP'd anyone, and I've been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected for a few weeks now. You can't talk to the players. I don't know if I just said that. So even if you did get into a game with another player, you can't even communicate with them, communicate your needs or communicate your goals, so it's impossible to get on the same page. The only thing you can do is just open up a portal and hope the player comes through and you guys just run through and kill stuff. You can trade, but not being able to talk to the player kind of makes trading irrelevant. If you wanted to give somebody something, you could just throw it on the ground. Say for instance, if I need a specific rune or a specific charm or a specific item, I have no way to tell the other player what I need, and obviously he can't read mine, so that's ridiculous. That's one thing that really aggravates me. But going back to just, not really being able to find games, the way you create games is, I don't understand it. You just pick a difficulty, an act, and a specific quest, and I guess just hoping that there's people out there that are looking for the same thing. 90% or more of the games that I make are created. It doesn't join. Every now and then I'll find a game with someone in it. We're actually having to band together and develop a strategy on getting in the same game with each other, like just selecting the first quest of each act and trying to create that game. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I love magic finding just as much as the next man. It's one of the biggest reasons I play Diablo 2. I love farming bosses, and I do play a lot on my own, but I do love the dueling. I love to duel. I like to trade with other people. When you get down into the in-game gear and you're trying to tweak your character just right, you're going to be looking for little specific items to trade for, and you can't do that because you can't create a game asking. And if you do get into a game, you can't ask a player if he has that item. And because it's almost impossible to find a game with anybody in it, there's essentially no bell runs, there's no chaos runs. No one's rushing anyone, no one's really helping anyone. Like I said, it's just, if you get lucky to get in a game with a player or two, you guys just run around killing stuff. There's no direction. You have no idea of knowing what anyone else in the game needs. There's no way for them to know what you need. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's really messed it up for me pretty bad. I love the PvP, but I can't do that. I can't. I actually need help on my sorceress. I need to get into some chaos runs or some bell runs to level up, to get into the axe where I can farm bosses, but I'm kind of stuck because I dumped all of my points into cold skills, and now I'm struggling with cold immunes. One could say, well, that was stupid to dump all your stuff into cold skills, but no, it's not, because we do that all the time. Where I fall short, another man holds strong, but it's not the case here. So now I'm having to respec and try to figure out how to spread everything out, which makes you weaker, just to be able to kill cold immunes. But again, I mean, you can't get into chaos runs and bell runs, and it's hard to level up. I mean, some people prefer single player style, you know, and I don't mind it. I still play the game because I love Diablo 2, but I think Blizzard did an absolute piss poor job in developing this game, especially for the Switch and the console. Not being able to play with other players that often, not just it doesn't have the same feel to it. You know, no chaos runs, no bell runs. You know, can't talk to other players. I mean, come on. I know I keep saying that, but that's ridiculous. I mean, I need to be able to talk to someone. What's the point of even having somebody in your game and giving the option to trade with someone if you can't even speak to them? I mean, that's ridiculous. I don't understand why they wouldn't just create the same lobby system that they've had this whole time. I mean, it's crazy. The Switch, we can do keyboard. We can type. I don't know why they didn't give us the option to talk. I mean, it's almost like whoever developed Diablo 2 Resurrected for the Switch and the console had never played Diablo 2, don't know anything about it. But yeah, it's been a pretty poor experience. The best we can hope for right now, unless they fix this, is just to try to come up with a build like a hammered in that is not really affected by immunes. But then, I mean, how often are you going to find a Jaw in a bear rune? We need that Enigma so we can farm bosses. You ever try to farm in Dariel and Mephisto and have to run through the catacombs or run through the Durance of Hate? I mean, that's ridiculous. If I was online, I could hurry up and get to Baal and Mephisto, and I can farm items, farm Pendleskin, and trade for the bear rune or trade for the Jaw rune or just trade for Enigma, you know, all together. I have a hammered in hell mode, but I mean, it takes forever to get to Andariel. It takes forever to get to Mephisto, just to not even get anything. I need to be able to proficiently make these runs and teleport, and I can't do that because, I mean, what are the chances that I'm going to find a Jaw and a bear rune to make Enigma? I don't know. I'm really hoping they fix this. I know a lot of other people are complaining about the same thing. I love Diablo 2, and I'm really excited just to have it on the Switch, but at the same time, Blizzard they put no effort into it. It's like they did it on purpose. I mean, why would you create a game where you can't even speak to other players? It's stupid. But anyway, so that's my rant on Diablo 2 Resurrected for the Switch, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you want. And hopefully Blizzard will fix these issues soon. Hope everyone has a good day. This is Maxima, over and out.